I stopped sharing. I stopped caring. I just didn't know what the point of living was anymore.
Covered. In this doc, we get to see different perspectives of people going through eating disorders, and it gives you a sense of it from different points of view. Some of it are as a result of health complications that have offset and caused this disorder. Some, it could be how they see themselves. It can be an effect of their self-esteem. There's a lot of different ways to kind of get into it, and I like that it framed it in these different variants. But you also get to see the support system. So what I thought was interesting was not necessarily just the types of eating disorders or the subjects of this, but also how they seek support. That was the main thing that I noticed that tied all these people together, was whether it was through the parents being there, or whether it was to seeking out professional support, or family support, or support of friends. It did feel like everyone had some sort of support system that was able to carry them through. And for me, that made the overall message is this is not something you can battle on your own. This is something that you do need to seek out help for. And as this is usually eating disorder, it's such a personal, quiet disorder that people like to hide. It really was a message that said that no, you don't need to hide this. This is something that you need to seek out support for, because this is how you're going to be able to come through it.
The cinematography in this was amazing. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was so crisp. The colors were beautiful. They all popped. I think that the filmmakers did such an amazing job with the whole film. But one of the things that gets you right from the start, the gentleman who, I forgot his name, I'm so sorry, but I remembered his candor and the vulnerability that was in him. You immediately identify with him. You immediately feel empathy for him. And to be that vulnerable on camera, and that is not something that's easy. It's very, very courageous. And everybody who was interviewed was so courageous about this that it let the audience know, like, you don't need to have an eating disorder to go ahead and be able to relate to what they're going through. And I think that Bridgepoint is an amazing place. What they're doing and the help that they're giving people is so very cool. And it's not just a revolving door too. So filmmaking wise, this was really educational. It was beautifully done. I loved the interviews, and I think that the pacing that they did with this for the edit was spot on. So yeah, great job. Really, really great job.
This film is called Recovered. This is a touching, heartfelt Canadian doc regarding eating disorders. It's a very well-structured piece, highlighting a number of individual people who have experienced eating disorders in between group discussions. The interviews were really candid and intimate, each person giving an account of their thoughts and feelings around the disorder. The film shows some effective activities too, such as food prep and animal therapy and one-on-one therapy sessions. I was so impressed by Bridgepoint. It does seem from the comments in the film that there really needs to be more of these types of places available in Canada. The lighting and drone shots were stunningly effective. The contact info and encouragement at the end of the film was so helpful and hopeful. Great film.